Good afternoon all, welcome to the 6th Primary Sense Lunchbox session. Today we'll focus on Primary Sense prompts for general practitioners. My name is Harry Howe, Senior Project Officer here at Gold Coast Primary Health Network. Gold Coast Primary Health Network would like to acknowledge and pay respects to the lands and the traditional practices of the families of the Yugambeh language region of Southeast Queensland and their elders past, present and emerging. Just some housekeeping before we do start. This meeting is being recorded, so it may be shared as a resource for later. So please keep your cameras off and microphones muted. There will be an opportunity at the end of today's session for questions. General practitioner primary sense prompts. So while general practices may know the health needs of patients who attend frequently, they may not know the status of those patients who are more infrequent attenders. This is especially important for those with increasing complexity. Primary sense provides patient information delivered at point of care called primary sense prompts. This allows clinicians to intervene during the consult and to plan and coordinate care in an effective way. Primary sense prompts focus on the most at-risk patients and provide on-screen prompts to highlight potential gaps in care, including the use of the Johns Hopkins complexity and hospital risk scores. Prompts will only generate when the patient file in the clinical software has been opened. As you can see here on my screen, this is an example of a primary sense prompt which a general practitioner would see if it was triggered for a particular patient. There are only 3 items at a time, and these have been given clinical priority in order of appearance. When one element is actioned, that allows a subsequent element to appear at the next prompt. And the more information section provides a rationale for the prompts and relevant details for cross-referencing by GPs. As you can see here, this prompt has 3 missing CV risk medication, due heart health check assessment. The GP from this can click on agree, they will action this prompt, agree, they'll override, remind me next time, or it is wrong for this patient. The GP can also select more information, which you can see here, which will give the GP more information. As prompts are more frequent than alerts, they stay visible for 3 minutes on the GP screen. This prevents multiple prompts being opened on a GP screen at the same time. GPs can also click give me more time to reset 3 minutes. GPs can also retrieve the prompt from the prompt history. Through here, they can further review changes to the selection options they've previously made. As you can see here, here is the primary sense prompts, which can be retrieved through the history. And in the demonstration at the end, I'll actually share example prompts on my screen and how GPs are to action these prompts. You can see now on my screen, these are all the prompts that are currently in the primary sense tool. An example of one of these is due for influenza vaccination. This prompt will prompt for patients with ACG bands of 4 and 5 and pregnant women. It provides the dates of the last influenza vaccination, if available, and weeks pregnant, if applicable. Another prompt you can see here is due for mental health care plan. This will prompt for a complexity score 3 and above, where the patient has 2 or more mental health conditions and a GP mental health treatment plan has not been billed in the last 12 months. Once again, primary sense prompts are automatic. As long as the GP has primary sense installed on their current workstation, these prompts will automatically appear when the GP has the patient's file opened in best practice or medical director, if relevant, for that patient. You should see on my screen now the Primary Sense desktop application. I had the demo version installed on my desktop, so I can do demonstrations of what prompts are. What you can see now is a demonstration of a primary sense prompt. If I was a general practitioner and I had best practice or medical director opened, and I had S. Thomas's file opened, I can see S. Thomas is 71 years old and Dr. E. Brown is his usual practitioner. I can see that S. Thomas complexity score is 5 out of 5, so a complex patient. S. Thomas has 4 chronic conditions and hospital risk score of 87%. This prompt has been triggered for S. Thomas, as I can see he is due for an influenza vaccination. I could also check his COVID vaccination. He's due for a care plan and also due for a medication review. So as I have S. Thomas in my consultation room, I could say to S. Thomas, it appears to me you are due for an influenza vaccination. Would you like to have that done today? Or I can see you are due for a care plan. Would you like to book that in for next time you visit to practice? The GP can select more information. It will give more information when the last care plan was billed and when the last care plan billing review was billed, and a link here to MBS for further information. Once again, I agree, I have actioned this. I've asked S. Thomas for a care plan, and I will select this option now, agree, action. I can see due influenza vaccination, check COVID vaccination. I'm short of time, so can you please remind me next time? So next time S. Thomas does come in to see me, and I do have his file open in Medical Director or Best Practice, this prompt will appear, as well as due for influenza vaccination again next time. I can now close. General practitioners also have the option to go on to the desktop application and click on prompts, where they will see all their past patients, the prompts they received for their patients, and the action that they took. So I can see that S. Thomas, due influenza vaccination, check code vaccination, I said, remind me next time, where I can see a care plan that was agreed and actions in that consultation. I can also see past patients that I saw. So I saw J. King at 8:10 this morning and L. Campbell at 8:09 this morning. They're a prompt that I received for those patients, and these are the actions that I took. Once again, primary sense prompts are unique to general practitioners only and will automatically appear, if relevant, when the GP has medical director or best practice opened for that particular patient. Thank you for your time today in watching Primary Sense Prompts.